Hello and welcome to my channel, On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's talk about what's on the hook. I have a tiny bit of knitting to talk about today, but mostly crochet. So if you're a crocheter, that's great. I also have a diamond painting segment. It's very short. And in that segment, I'll also have an acquisition I want to show you about. I had a birthday on Tuesday, and I don't talk about birthdays much because when you get older, you don't celebrate them as much. I guess maybe I should, since I don't have as many left as I did before this, probably. But I do enjoy birthdays because Mr. On the Hook will just say, what do you want for your birthday? And I might list 2 or 3 things, and then we go shop for them, and that's the end of it. We don't try to surprise each other with gifts and things because we have so much stuff already. We don't need anything else, but there's just something that I've been wanting for a long time, and I'll show it to you in my diamond painting segment. But first of all, let's talk about a couple other things. I have a beautiful card here from Susan Showers, and she's in Michigan. Thank you, Susan. That's a beautiful card and such a nice sentiment in the inside. She's been watching me for years, and I have been on the YouTube streets for years, and I'm just glad to be here. Every Friday I try to put out a video for your enjoyment, for your information, for your inspiration, and I hope that I'm doing that for you. And feel free to put that in the comments if you think I'm doing okay with that, or if there's something you need me to change, I will do that as well. Another thing I wanted to talk about was this, and I'm not sponsored by Mary Maxim at all. This is their newest catalog. It comes out, it looks like, I think it's once a month. It comes out quite often, and I love everything in here. I'm going to show you a couple of things, but one thing, I wanted to show you this, and every fall I make pumpkins, and I stack them on my fireplace. And if you've been watching me for a while, you'll see that the pumpkins I bring out every fall. I usually show them on my channel because I have all different colors and different sizes, different shapes, and I love my pumpkins. And so they're put away until the fall comes, and then around September, end of September, I'll put them back out. But here are 3 that are made in different kinds of colors. Look at that. There's a turquoise pumpkin, and then multicolored fall colors, of course, which I love. The red one, that is so beautiful. A red pumpkin. I don't think they exist, but I think I might order that kit and make those. I just think those are so beautiful. And also here is a whole new line of yarn, and you may have seen this already. This is sponsored by Mary Maxim, and the designer, or the person that is promoting it, is Crystal of Bag O' Day. You recognize her right there from her channel. I've been watching her for years, and she always has a lot of great things on her channel, but mostly blankets, and she has garments and everything else, and she does a lot of tutorials. She used to do bags every day, and that was a long time ago, many years ago when I started watching her, and she would create a new purse or bag every single day and do a tutorial on it. It was amazing, and that's why she called her channel Bag O' Day, a bag a day. And then they have all these different colors that she's using in her designs, and there's one of them right there. That is a beautiful Afghan, and they tell you how to get the pattern. And also here are some others in different colors. Some of them are intermediate crochet, but some of them are easy as well. So all of those are in here. Those are her patterns, and I'm so proud of her because she's on the YouTube streets, and she was like the original, one of the original crocheting channels. I really like her, and so anyway, she is a big part of this catalog. So if you're not signed up for Mary Maxim catalog, go out to Mary Maxim and sign up. It's free. It comes however often it comes. I think it's every month. The date isn't on here. But this code, they'll usually give you a code for if you want to order something, and it tells you when it expires, and that's how I know when the next catalog's coming out. But I really like this, and you should sign up for it. It gives you some great ideas in here. Even if you never buy anything, you can go through here and get ideas about colors of yarn and projects that you can do for different holidays. So it's really, really nice. You might check that out. Now, some of you out there are knitters, and I'm going to talk to you about that. I am a total beginner knitter. I don't know anything about knitting except how to knit and purl, and I can decrease by doing knit 2 together. I can do that. But when I'm talking about knit front and back I am not very good at that. I'm sorry, but I've picked out this pattern that I really like, and it's called the Vanilla Sweater. And this is what it looks like on the front. The Vanilla Sweater. This is by the Woolly Thistle, and it was recommended to me by one of my subscribers. And so I went out and I took a look, and they had, one of them had this vanilla sweater on, and it looked like it was easy. She said it was very, very easy. So I ordered the pattern. It was, you know, a few dollars. And I started, and what I found in my stash was about 10 of these City Tweed DK wool. It's called Romance is the color. It's 123 yards, and it's a tweed. It's very beautiful. Oh, look at that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The red is kind of a pinky red. It's not a mean red. It's just a beautiful red, and it has tweed in it. So I thought, well, I'll do that, you know, and I made something else out of it too. I just had a whole lot of these little donuts, and so I got them all together, and I thought I have enough to make one of these sweaters. So in my enthusiasm, I started knitting one. And I know, you know, I show you my mistakes, so you know the whole thing is a big mistake. I may just rip the whole thing out, but I did start it like it said to, and I'm going to show you what it looks like knitted up. It's quite beautiful knitted. See these big holes here? Those are on purpose. And she knits front and back, and then you move the little stitch marker over. It's a circle. You move it over, and you do another knit front and back. And here's what it looks like after you get a few rows. That's what it looks like at the raglan. So it's here and back here, and then over here, right there, and then one on the back as well. So you have a front, a back, and it's actually done without being in the round. Now the next row or two, it says I need to join it in the round, and I don't know much how to do that. I'll go on the YouTube channel or something and find out how to do that. But it's going to be the right width round, and my gauges are correct. I'm using the size needles that they recommended, and the gauge is correct. It's 5 stitches to an inch and 20 stitches to 4 inches. So that turned out pretty well. I got to that. But the work is not well done. I've messed up on my numbers. I don't have the right number of stitches. And I tried to adjust it on my last row by, you know, adding a stitch here, taking off a stitch there. And I did that, and it's okay. It's okay. But I'm trying to decide if I want to just rip it all out and do something different. I just don't know if I want to. I love the color, but this is going to take me probably 2 years to make. The stitches are so small. I mean, when you knit, you just don't get that far for the time that you put in on it. Now, I love the way knit looks. I love the way knit feels. I love the lightness of it, because crochet is heavy, I have to say. It's twice as heavy as that. I have to say it's about twice as heavy, because when you crochet, you are crocheting on the front and the back. Your yarn goes around, and so it makes like a double stitch instead of knitting like it's on one side. And you can see it from both sides, but the stitches themselves are very thin. They're not thick like crochet. Okay, that's the difference. And I love crochet. I've always crocheted. I'll always crochet, but I always wanted to knit a sweater in something like this, a regular yarn, but it's a DK yarn, and it may just be too small. I might have to just go with a worsted or something. And that pattern is not written for worsted, although I could probably adjust it to be, I don't know if I want to fool with that or not. But when I was out there, I saw that, and I bought the video. You have to buy the video that goes along with that. It shows you how to do everything, but the girl that was doing it just assumed that you knew how to do certain things, and I didn't know how to do them, so I had to go out and find out, and it just took a long time just to get that far, and there's several mistakes in there too. I mean, it's just not beautiful like it should be. But anyway, I was out there and bought the video, and with the video came 2 patterns, that pattern and this pattern. This is the Vanilla Fluff Sweater. It's very similar. It's written by the same lady, and it comes in all different sizes, including children's sizes. I mean, she's like a preteen or something. It's done by measurements. So it's 28 inches around the bust, all the way up to 63, I think, or something like that. So it's, you know, it's very easily adjusted depending on who you're making it for. And the instructions look fairly easy. She's using 2 strands of yarn with this. She's using it's a fingering weight and also a mohair. And she's got some pictures of her yarn right here that she's using. You know, some samples of some fingering weight and then some mohair there and different colors, and they're beautiful and all that, but I don't know if I'd even want to try it, buy all that yarn and not even be able to be successful. I just wanted to go to my stash and find something, which I did. So I may stick with it. I don't know. I may put a little work in on it this week and see if I can get anywhere with it. And then if I can, then I'll continue moving on. But that's all the knitting I need to talk about today. Now, last week I talked about the Sadie Scarf, and this is based on the Sophie Scarf. It kind of looks like that. It's not the same. It's crocheted. It's not knit. And so I finished the one that I did with this yarn. This is Eddie Bauer yarn, and it's cotton. I showed this last week. And there are a lot of yards on here, 590 yards. It's huge. It was a huge skein. And it only used a few. I already had used some of it, and so I had plenty of yarn to go. And I've finished the pattern. I haven't published it yet, and I hope to get that done in the next week. I know I said I was going to do it today, but I was running out of time, and I'm still working on the exact measurements and things like that. So I wanted to show you what I had done, and this is how it looks. It starts from a little circle there, and then you get bigger and bigger, and you stay bigger for a while, and then you begin to decrease. You decrease down, and I'll show you how this looks on. I made this the same width as my Parisian scarf, and I showed you about that last week as well. And I'll put a link to that video if you want to look at it. There's some information in there about the Parisian scarf and how it's made as well, and that's one of the patterns on my Etsy shop. But this is what this looks like. This is cotton, so it's not hot. I've already worn it a little bit around, and it's really cute. It's a purple, though, because that's what was in my stash, and I would probably make this out of maybe black or white or beige or something like that. So it would go with more things, but I do have some things that purple would go with, and actually the yellow goes beautiful with purple. You know that. On the color wheel, the yellow and the purple look nice together. They really look beautiful. So I made this, and I'll be writing the pattern for it soon. Hopefully I have it out there. And I also finished this one. This is a DK weight. It's Dottie. Here it is right here. This is Premier Dottie, and they don't have it anymore. It's a dot print, and it's all acrylic. Very nice. And it's a DK yarn. So here we go. I made this one wider, so it's more like for a winter scarf, and I can wear it the same way, or you can roll it around the other way. Either way you want to roll it. But this is cute too. It's got different colors in it. It's more of a neutral, and it is. It has a little bit of gray in it. I don't know if I would match it with gray, but it might look okay. And it has a little gray, a little brown, and it's made from kind of an off-white background, as you can see right there. It's an off-white background. So it will go with a lot of things. You can wear it over a turtleneck and just tie it around the neck, or you can wear it with a lower neck outfit. You can do that. You can wear it under a jacket. You can wear it all kinds of different ways. And the main thing about this, you can make it for gifts. It's great for Christmas gifts. It doesn't take long at all. It's mostly a TV scarf. You can sit in front of TV and be pretty successful with it. I made a few mistakes and had to rip out, but that's because I didn't have a pattern to go by. I was making my own pattern, so I finished those. And those are the Sadie scarves, and those will be coming out on a pattern pretty soon, like in the next week. I hope to get it out by then. Now I have 3 whips to show you, and I want to show you the first one. This is the Sunlace Tea crochet pattern, and I rolled this out last week. This is the Sunlace Tea. So cute. I've worn it several times. I'm gonna have to wash it now. I've worn it several times since I finished the pattern and made the prototype out of DK 24/7 cotton yarn by Lion Brand in the colorway Star, and that has a little bit of sparkle to it, and I really like that. So Mr. On the Hook got busy, and he made the booklet to go out. It's on Amazon. You can go out there and find it. It's already printed. It has the pictures in there that need to be in there. There's a couple that will help you make it better, and he went out and put this out there. So it's out there now, and I'll put a link to it down in the description box. You can also find this on my Etsy shop, and you can also find it on my website at onthehookcrochet.com. You can find it out there as well. So it's the Sunlace Tea, totally for summer, totally summer. Now, I found in my stash some yarn, and this is also sparkle yarn, so beautiful. It's a knit crate yarn that I bought, and I really love it. It's a DK, might be a size 2, I don't know. I think it's on the label, and the label's down in my craft room where I was rolling it up, and I left the label down there. But it looks like a size 2 yarn. It's not very big. It's pretty small. You know, it's pretty small. It's not fingering, but it is like a size 2. And I have the front finished. I did this this week. I finished it up, and this is what it looks like. The neckline, I don't know if you can see that, but it really did turn out when I sewed it together to the back on my white one that I showed you. But the neckline is curved out, and then it's curved in, curved out, and then it's curved in. And you can see the stitch markers I have on here. I made this with an F hook, which is one smaller than a G hook. I made the prototype, the one with the Lion Brand, with a G hook. I made this with an F hook, and I'll get that up there where you can see it. It's a beautiful, it turned out so pretty. I really like it. And it's not difficult to make. I'm not adjusting the armholes. They're just straight. See right here? They're just straight. And we'll adjust those when we get it sewn together. But for now, it's still a tiny bit heavy. If this was knitted, it would be much lighter. But I love the way it looks, and I'll be definitely wearing this summer. So beautiful. So I'm going to start on the back very soon, and I'll be hopefully finishing that in the next week or two. It's a lot more time consuming to use an F hook. Y'all know that. If you use a K hook or an F hook, it's totally different. And this was made with a G hook, and I will talk to you about this in just a second. I'm going to stand up and show you this. This is the Rebecca sweater, and if you saw that on my thumbnail, this is the Rebecca sweater. Love this pattern, and I've got some tips for you when I show it to you. So let me stand up and I'll show you what this looks like. Here's the Rebecca sweater one more time. I know I've shown this already once this summer, but this is a summer outfit right here. I can take this anywhere. It's very comfortable. It's made from cotton, and I'll show you in a minute which yarn it is. But I'm wearing this today with some white kind of dressy pants. They're casual dress pants, and some white trainers. These are Keds. I just bought these not too long ago. Really enjoyed wearing them. They're so comfortable, just like they were when I was a little kid. We bought Keds and we ran around in those. Those were some of my favorite shoes. But anyway, they still have them, and I bought these a while back, and I've enjoyed wearing these just as a casual outfit. Really loving it. This is the back of the sweater. How long it is? About medium, right about mid-hip. And for me, that's a very good length. It's not too long, not too short, not too cropped. And then it has the design element at the top. And I'm going to come up and show you a little bit more about this. I made this yellow top with Cotton Sprout. This is Cotton Sprout from Premier. And I bought the blue cornflower. I think that's the name of it. And it's so pretty. Yes, it's called Cornflower, and it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And I have already started making it. As you can see, Crystal is wearing it right there. Let me bring her up and I'll show it to you. Now, if you're looking for an easy top to make for summer, this is perfect. It's called the Rebecca sweater. It's on my Etsy shop and on my website as well. And this is how far I've gotten on the blue. Now, I started up here, of course, and then they're the design elements. They go all the way around to the back. And right here, I've already broken for this armhole. See right there? Now, I've just got it laid here flat. I haven't gotten it, I don't really have it over her head. What No, I didn't mean that. She doesn't have a head. But I haven't pulled it over to actually put it on her. But this is what it looks like. Just fold it over. Really nice. It's easy to do. Now, one tip I want to tell you, some of y'all have made this sweater, and I don't know if you had the same thing that I had, but in some of the rows below this design element here, the window rows, some of the rows there you are increasing. Most of them you're increasing on because you want to make room for the bust in your sweater, and that's a great thing. But when you get to right about here, well, a little bit below the design element, when you get a couple rows below, I would suggest that you only increase in the front of the sweater from one, well, maybe right from here, from one shoulder to the other. Just that much right there. You want to increase just on the front because you don't really need that in the back. Now, you might need it in the back. My back is a little bit smaller than my bust, of course, but I don't know if everybody's built that way. But I found that if I just increase in the front and don't increase in the back, it just looks better. And of course, that's up to you. My first one, I increased all the way around every time that it's in the pattern, and it looks just fine. But I felt like the back could have used a little bit smaller rows. And so what I did was I didn't increase on the rows. I think I did it on this sweater too. I think it's when I've already made it. At this point, I'd already made it 2 or 3 times. And then I made this one. So I kind of decided to do that on this. And so I did that on the blue sweater as well. And you'll see it. When I model it, you'll see that it's not quite as big around the back as it is in the front because you want to accommodate your bust, but you don't need to do that in the back. So, and another pattern may have it that way, but I do mine by measurement. So you are in charge of your own sweater, how it fits and everything. So I'm really loving this though, made from the Cotton Sprout, not sponsored, but this is what it looks like on the web. It's Cotton Sprout, and it's a size 3 yarn, but it's a fat 3. It's a good size 3, so it crochets up pretty quickly. If you choose a G hook or an F hook or even an H or an I hook, you can do that with a size 3 yarn this size. It's a generous size yarn. It's the same yarn I used for this one, only it was in yellow buttercup or something. I don't know the name of it, but I love this yellow. I think it's so beautiful for summer, but I wanted a blue one, and so I started this one, and I really like it. Now, another tip that I'll give you about the Rebecca sweater, besides the increasing, is that around the neck, I did not use rib around the neck. I didn't want to take away from the design element, which is this part of the sweater right here. And I wanted it to just be plain. So I just used 2 or 3 rows of single crochet around the neck. And then I used the rib on the sleeves, as you can see right there. You can see it on the sleeve. And then I also used it around the bottom as well. I used it around the bottom, and it made the sweater look finished. I really didn't feel like too much ribbing would look good, so I didn't do the ribbing around the neck. Sometimes I do that, but mostly the ribbing wouldn't be here. It might be lower in the sleeve or something. You kind of have to balance out your design elements. You don't want it to be too busy. Now, I'm making this out of a solid as well, so you can see all the stitches and all the lace rows and everything. So all your stitches show up, and you have to be careful not to make any mistakes. But there again, I'm real excited about this. I should be finished with this fairly soon. I don't know. I have this one I'm trying to finish this week. I may not be able to get them both finished, but it's a nice pattern for any size yarn you want to use in any size hook. You can do that. You're just making it by measurements, so you're free to use whatever kind of yarn you have in your stash, or practice yarn if you just want to make one for practice. You can do that and not spend a lot of money. This was not extremely expensive, this Cotton Sprout. A luxury yarn like this would be expensive. It would be expensive to try to make this with a luxury yarn the first time around, but you might be confident enough to do that. So I welcome you to give it a try. It's the Rebecca sweater, and it's on my Etsy shop on my website as well. And I think Mr. On the Hook has one in the Amazon shop. I'm pretty sure it's in the Amazon shop. So you can check there if you want one that's already pre-printed like this. It's already pre-printed, and you don't have to print it. You just get it in the mail. If you're a Prime member, you don't have to pay any shipping on it. So that makes it kind of nice as well. So there you go. It's the Rebecca sweater, and I hope you like it. Now for you diamond painters out there, and even if you're not, it's kind of fun to watch what I've done and my progress on my newest diamond painting and also an acquisition. So let's take a look at that. Here is my latest progress on my When Dreams Come True diamond painting by Leonid Afremov. I have to say that several times before I start because I can't pronounce it. I have to work really hard. Leonid Afremov, a wonderful, wonderful painter. Love his work. And this is one that I have from Paint with Diamonds is the name of the company. And they still have this. I'll put a link in the bottom, in the description box down below, but I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just wanted you to know where you can get it if you like it. But here I am up here. I am almost finished. I just have a few more little squares right here and I will be all done with this. This has been kind of a long work. I think I have maybe 60 hours in it so far. I keep my time so I'll know exactly how long it takes me to paint one of these. But as you can see, I'm almost through. I'm finished with these trees up here at the top. This is the tops of the other trees. So I'll be finished with that pretty soon. Maybe in the next week. If I can get to it every single night, I might be able to finish it by next week, next Friday, when I show you the progress. And I'll show you if I finish it or if I'm almost close. I will also show it to you as well. Now, I'm loving this. I love the colors in here. And in this is probably, 48 colors. And that's a goodly number of colors. It's not the largest diamond painting I've done. I think I had 150 colors in one of them. And it was a real challenge. But this one is manageable at 48 colors. And I can get them all in my little tray over here. And I've shown you this before. But this is where I lay them all out in order by number. And I can find them pretty easily by looking at the, I'm back over here, by looking at the chart on the side. It tells me which number it is and what the symbol looks like on the painting. So if I find a triangle symbol right here, then I can go over here to my colors and find number 17, verify that that's the right number, and that's how I do it. I go over here and I find number 17, which is right here. That's 18, 17, and I've actually written the symbol on there just to double check, and I just have a few of those left. Look at that. I might have to dig into some of my extra drills to finish. I don't know if I'll have enough of those. I've come to the end of a couple of colors that are close to the end. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish them. So that's not really my fault or their fault. Sometimes they miscount when they send drills. So I'm not really sure why that happened, but it does happen every so often. And then I'm going to show you another acquisition. I had a birthday this week on Tuesday, and Mr. On the Hook, of course, has high marks. He came through, bought me several things, but one of the things he bought me was a sewing box, and I've never had one as long as I've been sewing. Since I was old enough to stand up, I've been sewing, and my mother showed me how to do all that. And I've been a sewer for many, many years, and I've never had a sewing box. I've always just used like something like this. See, that I'm using this right here, and it has a, for buttons and things like that. And I wanted to get a sewing box. So Mr. On the Hook took me to Hobby Lobby, and we found a really cute sewing box. This has a sewing machine, old-fashioned sewing machine on it, and some flowers. It's really pretty. I love the color. It's kind of a neutral. And it has the handles on it like this. Very cute. And inside are places to put things. I'll just open this up and show it to you. I have a couple of things in there. I haven't really packed it in yet because I haven't had time. But it has a lot of places in here to put things. And then in the bottom is just a big cavern down there. So I can put all kinds of buttons and other things down there. But I really love it. It's so cute. And it'll be a nice addition to my craft room. I hope you like that. Enjoy diamond painting so much, and y'all know that. That's my second craft, my third craft, and I enjoy it. I do it quite often, every single night if I can get to it. I want to show you one more whip that I have in process, and this is made with Juan the Yarn Addict's pattern, and it's a tutorial for the perfect granny square, and it absolutely is perfect. I have to say, I have trouble with my granny squares sometimes and not being even along the side. They are kind of curved like that. You've seen that. I don't know if you've made one like that, but this one's turning out perfectly. Absolutely. And it's big now. It's about maybe 30 inches wide. I'm going for 40 because I'm going to give this to our church, and they're doing a blanket drive. So this is my 4th blanket that I'm doing for them. But look at this. Look how even it is. I'm just so impressed. He did a really nice job on his tutorial. I'm making this out of Caron Simply Soft. As you can see, it's a beautiful, beautiful yarn. I'm using a K hook. See my little thing there? I don't know if you can see that. Where'd it go? There it is. I have these on every item, just about. And I didn't have one on my Blue Rebecca. I hope I'm using the G hook. I'm pretty sure I am. I'll have to check it out. But this is a K hook I'm using with this. And it's going very quickly. It's a TV project. Absolutely. You can watch TV and hardly ever have to look down just to when you insert your hook. That's the only time you really need to look down. But I will put the link to Juan's crochet tutorial down in the description box for the perfect granny square, and I hope you'll check it out. Now, I know y'all love to watch my giveaway section of my videos. I love to give things away, and I'm going through my stash and finding things that maybe you would like to have. So I'm putting these up for gifts, and if you use the right keyword, then in your comment from last week, then you'll be in the running for one of these or all of these gifts. There are 4 gifts, and I want to show them to you right now. This is FOMO, which is a fake mohair. It's not wool, it's acrylic, and it's so nice. I really like it. It's pure white, so you can use this as a second yarn for any color yarn you want. Any color yarn you want. It's a beautiful, beautiful look, and it's very small. It says that it's a 4 size, but you could use this with another yarn and just practice with your fabric and see what kind of gauge you get. I personally don't use gauge at all. I just make a fabric, and if I like it, I make it to the right measurement. So that is my first gift this week. It's called FOMO, and the keyword there was Lion, L-I-O-N. That's for Lion Brand. That is the company that makes this. And honestly, I think it's been discontinued, but I do love it because it's not wool. And if you're allergic to wool, you can use this as a mohair additive to a nice acrylic yarn, and it would be so beautiful in a sweater or a hat or something like that. So that's the first gift. The second gift is Feels Like Butter yarn in the colorway pink. It's beautiful. I bought this to make a child's blanket, and I decided not to. But you can certainly use it for a hat or a little sweater or something like that. And it's 100% polyester, so it's a really nice, soft yarn, and it's substantial. It's big. The key word for that was pink, P-I-N-K, pink. So if you use that, you'll be in the running. This is a beautiful U, never been used. It's arrowwood, beautiful U yarn. It's made from nylon, very beautiful, and it's a size 2. I've made several things out of this type of yarn. I don't know if I've made anything out of this color, but I do love the color. It's called arrowwood. It's a beautiful gold color, and there are quite a few yards on here. There are 326 yards on the skein, so that will go to the person who used the word you, one of you. That'll go for you. And then last of all, I have a luxury yarn, Knitology worsted. Colorway is called Royal Court, and the keyword was royal for this. This is a beautiful, beautiful yarn. It's so beautiful. The colors are gorgeous in this. And I wound it up and I never used it. This is Knitology, and I believe it's, 100% superwash merino wool. And there are 225 yards on the cake, so it's substantial. It's a nice luxury yarn. I'll probably never use it. It'll sit in my stash, and I'd rather for someone to have it who would like to try it. It's a beautiful luxury yarn. You might get it for free if you win the gift. So I will turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 4 gifts this week. Here we are at the computer, and I'm going to select our first winner. I've already put the address for my video from last week in the software here, and I'm going to scroll down, and that would be Royal. That's what we're going to do first. So let's get our comments for that, and I know probably a lot of people wanted that. Yes, they did. So let's scroll down here and find out who wins the luxury yarn from Knit Crate. It was a Knit Crate yarn. Beautiful yarn. I'm really loving it. I'm giving it away to Kim Yankee Crochet and Knit probably Creations, I'm guessing. Kim Yankee Crochet and Knit Creations. You have won the luxury yarn from Knit Crate. So congratulations to you, and appreciate everybody who joined in on that. All right, the next word we have is pink, and this is for the Feels Like Butter yarn. And let's get our comments down here. Same number, pretty much. So this is for the Feels Like Butter yarn from Lion Brand, and the keyword there was pink. Pink, P-I-N-K. Snoddy Fam, S-N-O-D-D-Y, Fam. You are the winner of the Feels Like Butter yarn by Lion Brand. So congratulations to y'all, or you. I guess it's a one person, I don't know. And then the beautiful You yarn in Arrowwood. So beautiful. I love that. And it's easy to crochet with, I must say. All right, for the You, the Arrowwood yarn, and that goes to Alice Kentish. Alice Kentish, 1561. Alice Kentish, you have won the Lion Brand Arrowwood Beautiful You yarn. So congratulations to Alice. And let's go back up here, and we're going to change the word to the last one, and this is Lion. And this is for the FOMO. This comes in handy, I'll tell you. You'll find it very handy to mix with an acrylic yarn and just crochet with them together. So let's go over here and find out who wins the FOMO yarn by Lion Brand. And that would be Crochet Carrie. Crochet Carrie, congratulations. You've won the FOMO yarn from Lion Brand. I hope you enjoy it. I hope everyone enjoys their gifts, and thank you everyone for participating in our giveaway this week. Congratulations to the winners. I hope you will write me, email me, and put winner in the subject line. That's how I find your email. So be sure to do that. And in the body of the email, put your name, address, and what you won. So be sure that everybody knows who won what. All right, you remember this from last winter. I made this. This is a knitted cowl. Love this. I have worn it a lot. I promise. I have worn this a lot. And there are a little bit of, there's some mistakes in there. Not too many though. I was pretty good at it when I made this. I'm going to show you what it looks like on. I really love this. It's just so squishy and soft. And I made this from a luxury yarn. And around the edge, I used a special edging that I use on my cozy coverlet. On my cozy coverlet, I crocheted the edging and I knit the cowl. So I was combining the two crafts together, and I think it turned out really nicely, but I have worn this a lot, and I'll probably need to put that in the washer, or not in the washer. I wouldn't do that. I probably need to put that in some wool wash and get ready for the next winter, but it goes with everything. Look at that. The colors in there. There's so many colors in there. Luxury yarn by Malabrigo, and it's called Wash Ted. It's a worsted size yarn, and here's another skein of it. I balled this up and I didn't need it. And I believe you can make one of these cowls out of this. This is super nice, and it's merino wool, so if you're allergic to wool, just know that. And the colorway is Piedras, P-I-E-D-R-A-S, Piedras. There it is if you can read it. You can still get this on the Malabrigo side. I think I saw it out there. It's a beautiful color made up. It's absolutely gorgeous. So if you're interested in this, just write the word luxury, L-U-X-U-R-Y. Can you remember that? L-U-X-U-R-Y, luxury yarn, because that's what this is. So that is my first gift to give away, the luxury yarn by Malabrigo. Now, the second yarn is 3 skeins of Bernina Giggles, and this is a beautiful white yarn. I bought this for a baby sweater, and my grandsons outgrew the idea of a white baby sweater, so I'm not going to use it. It's Bernat Giggles. It's 100% no, I'm sorry, 90% acrylic and 10% nylon. So it's really, really soft. And the color is white, of course. And I don't know if they sell this anymore, but this is plenty to do something with. It's a size 4 yarn. So it's called Bernat Giggles. Again, there you are. It's beautiful, very pure looking white yarn. I really like it. And let's use the word Bernat, B-E-R-N-A-T, right there. You see the name of the company that produces it, Bernat, B-E-R-N-A-T, and you'll be in the running for that. And last but not least is a skein of this, and this is Vanna's Choice in the taupe color. It's a size 4. It's all acrylic. Love Vanna's Choice yarns. Love Vanna's Choice yarns. I've made so many things from her yarn, but I found this was just a straggler in my stash, and I thought, you know, I'm going to give that away to somebody. They might enjoy using that. You can make a hat out of this. Very pretty for wintertime. A scarf you can make. It has a lot of yards on it. It's 170 yards of size 4. That's good amount. So that will go to the person who uses the word Vanna, and be sure to spell it right. V-A-N-N-A, Vanna, just Vanna. And you'll be in the running for this gift. So these 3 gifts are Vanna and Bernat and Luxury. So be sure to use those words if you are interested in your comment for this video, and you'll be in the running next week for one of these gifts. Well, I hope you've had fun today. Please like this video. That helps me a lot. You can also sign up to subscribe. You can just subscribe. That's free. You can like the video, of course. You can share the video, of course. Those are all free things. You can sign up for my email list. I'll put a link down in the description box, and you can sign up for that, and you'll be the first to know when I release new patterns. And also, you get a substantial discount on those new patterns and all the patterns in my Etsy shop when I do release a new pattern. And you get a free pattern when you sign up. So it's a win-win for you. You can also be a member of my channel. I have lots of members of my channel. I had a new member this week, and her name is Pam52B. Pam, thank you for signing up. I think you've signed up twice. I don't know. I have to look at that. But anyway, I appreciate you so much. But if you want to be a member of my channel, you can follow the link down in the description box and take a look at that. There are 2 ways to join, and I appreciate either way because you are looking at a ad-free video, and there are no ads in my videos. I don't like watching them, and I guess you don't either. So I get a lot of comments saying you really enjoy not being interrupted when I'm talking. So there you go. I really like that. So those are the ways you can help me. And also you can help me by going to my Etsy shop and my website, and you can find all my patterns there, and my merchandise is in my Etsy shop. So you can find those bags back there, those project bags, and you can find tumblers in beautiful wildflowers. Really love that. And there are 2 other versions of that as well. And also there's a, look at me pointing in the wrong direction. There it is. You can also find journals out there that you can write your patterns in, or you can write your thoughts in for the day, or whatever you want to use it for. I'm really loving that. And also I have one with granny squares in it. It's like that project bag. It's like that project bag right there. And it's done in granny squares. It's really pretty, a beautiful journal. So you might think about yourself or somebody else at Christmas for one of those. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I hope I've inspired you. I've been instructional. I've done something for you to make you feel better about your crafts. And I hope I've inspired you to crochet, knit, or diamond paint this week. So be sure to join me next time to find out what's on the hook.